Hello everyone who decided it would be entertaining enough to watch a video that this crazy person decided to upload. Hope you're having a nice day, and let's get on to my next life story on something I'm very happy to talk about. Now this story is going to be on one of my best friends of all time. He was in basically every one of my old videos as not malware. I am of course talking about none other than my boy Alec. Alec and I have been one of my longest friendships, in a sense that I've known him since kindergarten, although we haven't really been friends the whole time. Let me explain what I mean. So on the first day of kindergarten, technically my first day of any school, I first met this guy named Noah. Now Noah is actually my oldest friend I have ever known since he was my first ever friend. However, we're not really here to talk about Noah, we're here to talk about my next friend I ever made. Alec. Alec and I met a couple of days later on than Noah, because we were both quite introverted. But when I met Alec, he, Noah and I would just be a little group. Occasionally my sister would get involved, but it was mainly just the three of us. We stayed as friends all throughout kinder, but as soon as we finished, we found all three of us were going to different schools. I was originally going to be going to the same school as Alec, but my parents preferred the principal at the other primary school I ended up going to. Which sucks because that same principal left the next year, so there was really no point in me not going to Alec's school then. But by then I'd already made plenty of new friends. The reason I stayed friends with Noah instead of Alec during these times was because our parents also became friends and started having like family dinners with each other, and we still do occasionally to this day. Although not now because of this damn virus. My family and Alec's family never really had that kind of relation, so we kind of forgot each other. However, the thing that I find the craziest about this whole story happened in grade 6. At this time, I was in my school's softball team and was absolutely loving it. All I will say is I had a great swing. Anyway, my school got into a tournament with other schools. It was structured like a round robin. Now if you don't know how a round robin works, then look it up yourself. What? Do you expect me to look up everything for you and just be a personal dictionary? Huh? Am I just an object for you to use for everything? Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Anyway, there was about 5 schools going on all at once. My school was owning at the top of the leaderboard, not that I ever doubted us. But there was one more team between my school and the victory. We began to own the game as the field and managed to get a fair few people out, but it was still anyone's game by half time. We switched around to be the batsman. I was first up to bat. I see that my team wanted to start off strong and not with their weakest player of all. I got up to bat and was prepared to hit the ball. Called out to my teammates that I was going to smash the ball, but I missed the first ball and the keeper got it behind me. However, the keeper then said to me, "Hang on, I know you. You're Harry, right?" Yeah. Who are you and how do you know me?" "Don't worry about it." And he left it at that. So a random guy in a big mask just said that he knew me out of nowhere, and then told me to not worry about how he knew me. I couldn't see his face or anything, so he was a complete random stranger to me. By the end of the day, my team ended up winning the tournament, yet I still felt creeped out by this random guy. Alright, now, high school. I started off high school knowing only really one person, besides my sister. I knew Noah. Although Noah got into the more popular group, while I kinda kept to myself. I hung out with the more nerdy groups at school. And no, I was not a nerd, because that would imply that I'm smart. I eventually found a group that involved some cool and funny people and hung out with them instead. One day in year 10, I started to talk to this guy named Alec and his friend Richard. Now at this time it had been years and years since I'd known of the Alec in kindergarten, so I thought this was someone I had never known before. However, one day, out of the blue, Alec told me he knew me from kindergarten. I was mind blown. The fact that this was one of my first friends ever, and we somehow managed to find each other and become friends again, is just like, What? Even a little later, though, Alec told me about the softball game he played in grade 6. And I was like, wow, I was in that same game too. You were my weird stalker. So somehow, we were able to become friends in kindergarten, then lose track of each other in primary school, then find each other randomly 6 years later on in a school's softball game, then find each other another 4 years later and become friends again. Man, it's a small world. I still talk to Alec almost every day, and I talk to Noah whenever we have family dinners together. Although this damn virus has put a hold on to that at the moment. Anywho, that will be it for this video once again. As always, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so I know to keep making this kind of content for you guys. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Yeet!